Hi folks, welcome to watch another gameplay video. This time I'll be playing Paragon beta. This is the multiplayer beta, or should I say Paragon is a online multiplayer game played on third person. As you can see, nice graphics and all. Take a look at the map. Your objective is to destroy the enemy, of course, destroy the enemy towers that are along the way. Then there are these small time enemies, minions, and then there's the, in this case, AI controlled enemies. But beyond that and beyond basically shooting at enemies and trying to you know, defend your own towers and attack the opponent's towers, there's that much I can say. This is in fact the kind of game that I do not like, and there's a variety of reasons for that. First thing I can mention from the bat is that there's so much going on the screen. As you can see, the HUD is pretty complicated. That's one of the main things. Beyond that, I didn't like. I did play the Battleborn beta, and it seemed basically the same kind of game. And like this one, the match seemed to last forever. There's no real sense of advancing the game. Okay, I've leveled up from 0 to level 12, so the match been going on like 28 minutes so far. And since I'm first time player, everyone's gonna be first time you play, you're gonna play against the computer enemies. It's probably that's one of the things as well. Basically, the voice is telling I'm performing kills and gaining experience, but for some reason I don't feel like it, because anything I can do, I can basically upgrade my weapons and choose whatever backup skill I would like, and beyond that it's just mainly pointing and shooting, and there's cooldown time, so it's just 2 seconds between each shot. Feels kind of a pointless effort, and this class I'm playing with has a ranged attack, so I might want to keep my distance. As you can see, I can run fast away. There's some kind of skills that allow you to, you know, teleport away, but at this point I don't have that skill card, so all I can do is try to avoid the fuss. Okay, I cannot escape, as you can see. They shoot me in the back. Don't need to bother myself with that one. There's another of these inhibitors, as these defense positions are called. This tower with a laser on top. Minions are easy to take on, but the various other classes, one of which I'm playing, this one uses a ranged attack and it's not agile at all. You can upgrade your skills at your main base, but you can go there if you want, or if you die, but I recommend you not to die. At this point in time I'm not able to, you know, regain my health, nothing, so I kind of feel like a fool playing this game. Well, this is a online beta, of course. This Paragon made by Epic Games. I have no idea what they were thinking actually. Maybe they thought that this kind of a third person online action game like Paragon and Battleborn that was earlier published, this was some kind of a fad, and they thought they had to get in on this kind of a game. Then there's Overwatch. It's not similar to that extent. Basically, it's an online shooter, but this is just slow-paced and repetitive, and at least at this point in time, and as a beginner, I don't feel like I can make any effort. I can only use one kind of attack, and probably part of that is my fault. I don't know how to play this game at all. I don't get the kicks out of this. I don't really know the gameplay system. All the other enemies can do better attacks against me. Okay, there's no running back. I'm gonna die. So after you die, after each death, there's a long cooling time. That's kind of obvious since the matches are big. Matches are pretty long, so you might wanna consider retreating before you die. And that's one reason that since our team is winning and we are able to constantly apply pressure towards their home base, so to speak. So they don't really have that much time to regenerate. So at this point, their core seems to be at 93%, and
enemy inhibitor is under siege.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die once before, or I'll have to retreat before I die. So this is basically the essence of the game, and we're just gonna smash this core into bits, and it doesn't seem to require any kind of skill at this point. I feel kind of silly, to be honest. At this point, there's a lot of things going on the screen. I can truly say the graphics seem and the action and all seem impeccable at this point. It's a beta, for sure. I better retreat. There's no telling how much longer I can manage and never get those kills. Good thing is that the player can run. This is probably not the... Okay, I cannot shoot and teleport at the same time. So this is what you do. You return to your home base. Let me mess around with my things. I'm pretty sure this doesn't do anything. Because at this point I could only apply like 2 cards. I could equip only 2 cards. Maybe that was something wrong in my end. I couldn't figure out how to use it. This was my first match. I didn't have that many cards to begin with. Okay, this is the end. You can see here the timer running. Okay, it's 10%. I would like to provide the finishing touch myself, but there's no telling if I can make it. I'm halfway towards the core. Let's try to run there as fast as I can. This take, you know, half a minute to get there. There's gonna be a little scuffle here. Alright, this is gonna be it. Taking care of the enemy.
The enemy core is almost finished.
No!